looking to develop guidelines to support member states in their efforts.
What does the guidelines include?
Well, the guidelines have not been developed, but they generally look at the whole continuum of action that would be required for strengthening women's land rights. So you'd look at what do the policies include pathways for strengthening women's access and tenure security? Are the legal frameworks non-discriminatory and include safeguards, both procedural and substantive safeguards to allow them to do so? The advocacy efforts that's required to sensitize both women themselves and communities at large, to ensure that they have effective implementation, ensuring that the institutional framework supports the implementation of gender-responsive legal frameworks, data again, ensuring that we're collecting the data so we're able to assess the current status of women and have the benchmarks to be able to see where the improvements are, where the gaps are, those sort of things, and capacity development, of course.
Member states will be using this guideline to develop their own policies?
Yes, and normally what we do is we develop guidelines and then we pilot them. And even the development of the guideline has a validation process, but past that validation or beyond that, we also pilot it in numerous member states to see if what we anticipate that the document is able to do is able to be seen in practice. And then once we've gone through that process and then it's endorsed at the AU level, then we try to then use it to support member states.
When do you think this guideline will be completed?
Well, the decision was just made a few weeks ago, so assuming that the funding is available for it, we'll get started on it sooner than later.
Will it take a year or 2 years?
It depends on the funding, but if the funding is available, then it could be ready for the next STC, which is in 2 years.
Thank you for your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.